Rio de Oro is a municipality of Colombia in the department of Cesar. This town has a pleasant climate and colonial architecture. It also has a beautiful urban and rural landscape. Rio de Oro is known as the cultural city of Cesar because of its celebrations that enrich its traditions and customs. Also, it is famous for recognized characters such as Tiberio Cruz and Chiro Guerra. In Rio de Oro, customs are transmitted from one generation to another, which over time has become traditions for its inhabitants. One of these is the traditional celebration of January 6th, which dates back to 1842, marking the daily life of its inhabitants, an event that happened, according to grandparents' stories, when a tiger lived in this place and was prowled around a laundress that was in the river. Suddenly his dog began to bark, and the laundress, when noticing the presence of the animal, warned the villagers. 3 days later, the tiger was hunted, and when the afternoon of January 6th fell, the hunters, together with their dogs, entered the town with the skin of tiger and makeshift spears between dances and verses. This event impacted the community so much that the following year this event became a celebration to remember the slaughter of the tiger. Is currently a cultural manifestation of the municipality and a tradition celebrated year after year, where a group of inhabitants blackens the skin with soot and oil. On their head they wear can hats adorned with flowers. They wear spears of cane. People dressed as laundresses, dogs and hunters, representing the event through the streets of Rio de Oro. They are also accompanied by a group of musicians improvising verses and tracking the passage of the tiger until reaching it in the main square, where they kill him. The costume parade on January 6th has become the tourist show of Rio de Oro, to which many local and foreign people visit the municipality and are impressed by creativity, color, and talent. This celebration brings together painters, musicians, designers, makeup artists, artisans from the region, as well as troubadours and artists in general. Rio de Oro Carnival every year, in February. In the municipality of Rio de Oro, the carnival is lived, a tradition that originated between 1920 and 1930 as an inheritance of people who came from the shores of the Caribbean to settle in the region. Floats created by artisans, troops and the beauty reign are part of the festivities of this town. This is a popular celebration with dances and troops, which grows year after year in the region. These carnivals attract tourists who enjoy the beauty of Riojan women and the magnificent art of floats, the work of artisans in the region. On this festivities, you can see different masks and floats alluding to devils, beasts, flowers, which are made by young people and adults in Rio de Oro. It is common to see the people of the region work for months in the development of floats and masks using the pesta technique, which consists of covering a clay mold with the desired figure, pieces of paper, and pieces and glue, prepared by the same artisans, with water and cooked cassava. The carnivals every year show the beauty of the woman Riodorants and the unique creations of the artisans of floats and fancy dresses. On Saturday, floats or Battle of Flowers. It is a unique show, and on Sunday, it is late for costumes and troops, where people take a walking tour of the town dancing with the bass drum and dancers. In the evening the coronation is celebrated, where you can see a great art show by designers and young women competing for the title, Queen of Carnival. Monday is the closing of the carnivals, where children, youth and adults go out to play in the streets with water, paint, and cornstarch. Celebration August 1st. On this date the years of the foundation of the municipality are celebrated. A parade is held where several people from the municipality take as representation those characters who trace the beginning in the history of this beautiful municipality. This celebration is accompanied by artificial games, cultural presentations, and music. Patron celebrations. This is celebrated on September 8th, 9 and 10 in honor of the Virgin of the Rosary. Liturgical acts are the central point of the festivities, but to them are added gunpowder games, food sales, and popular dances. Also, you can appreciate the local regional and national folklore through the dances, the meeting of martial bands from other regions, the Night of Lanterns, and the traditional balloon night. In the month of December, its inhabitants give the welcome the month, dancing and singing by the town. It is a tradition to make tamales, fritters, preserves, and desserts. On December 31st, people gather in their homes to dine with their families, following Colombian traditions of eating 12 grapes, walking the suitcase around the neighborhood, wearing yellow clothes. Rio de Oro is considered a traditionalist town.